NBA fans, welcome back to my channel. Jordan versus LeBron. Now, a lot of people ain't gonna like this. If you've seen this meme going around, that's me. I made this a long time ago. A lot of people steal my stuff, and you know, it doesn't matter because I put a lot of stuff out there just for the basketball community in the first place. But this one doesn't have my name on here, MJ the God. Uh, I think the other one does, but yeah, a lot of these memes out here, a lot of these uh, things like this, I'll be making these up, and you got to go into deep study about the NBA to, go into these type of things because you need the numbers, you need the stats. You just can't be like throwing stuff out there like LeBron fans. All they do is get a meme from a LeBron post or a LeBron group or something like that, and they go and post it, and they really don't know what it means. They don't know if it's real. They don't know if somebody just made these numbers up and all this stuff. They just post it. They don't know nothing about basketball. They don't do any research, and they won't. It's just it's a lot of time when you put stuff together like this. And they just could never do it. So most of the stuff that they put out there in these groups, most of it's a lie when you go back and look at it and you look at the numbers. When you look at they want to go out there and say six runs to the finals. Pippen led the Bulls in steals, rebounds, assists, and blah blah. Well, what about the entire playoffs? I mean, he never he never played in the 80's. I don't understand. So you can't believe anything they say. They're probably counting like numbers. They're probably counting numbers when Pippen was scoring these numbers while Jordan was gone in 94 in 95. So they're probably counting those numbers too. So you can't trust these guys, man. They just make up a whole bunch of stuff. But I do have a video coming up on that, on Jordan stats and Pippen stats when they played together combined, what their stats was. And I get it officially from the NBA record book. So all that stuff that they've been saying about Pippen led the Bulls in steals and rebounds and assists and all this stuff is all a lie. He led in a couple things, but not every category. So we'll get into that another day. So let's get into this. And like I always said in the past, LeBron, he would be nothing but a sidekick or a number two or a guy that scores the same amount of points and stats that Pippen does. If LeBron was playing in the 90's, that's you can't make this up. Okay, if you think I'm bullcrapping, let's go to the 2000s where they changed the rules in 2005. And I know people are going to say, oh, they was hand checking in 2006 and 7. And I know they was. But they did change the rule in 2005. You couldn't hand check. You couldn't put elbows in the back in the post. They changed the rules. Now, did it hit immediately? No. But I would guess in about 2008 to 2010, that's when they really start enforcing it, okay? And people say, oh, no, that rule was back in the 90's, I think like 95 or 96 or something like that. They didn't enforce it at all. I'm trying to tell you, you could go back and look at whatever you want to look at. They was not calling fouls if you hand check or put elbows in the post in the back. They was not calling it, okay? Now, they was calling ticky-tack when somebody drove to the basket. They was calling some ticky-tack on that, but they was not calling hand checking. You could see that even when Jordan was playing for the Wizards, they was hand checking and all this stuff. And when Jordan shot the last basket against Russell in the 98 finals, Jordan kind of pushed off because if you look at it, when Jordan first started making his move, Russell, he started hand checking him. So, so let's get back into this. So that's what I'm saying. If LeBron played in the 90's, he couldn't just come down the lane like that with all these great defenders back then. And it's not going to open up like that. Now, would I say he's going to stop scoring altogether? No, I'm not trying to say that. But what I'm trying to say is they would be putting this guy on the line, knowing this guy is a liability on the line. They'd be found the poop out of him. They will make this guy be at least an 80% free throw shooter if he played in the 80s. I mean, the 90s, in the 80s, really. You just couldn't do that. He would have to develop a little mid range jump shot. I'm not saying he would have to be Jordan or anything like that, but this is what it would be. So, what I was saying, if Pippen played in the 2000s, especially in the 2010s, where they really changed the rules until now, he'd be scoring the same points as LeBron. Truthfully, they got the same game. They're poor mid-range shooters. They're not good three-point shooters. Okay, you say Pippen was, a really bad three-point shooter, but he wasn't taking the amount of threes that LeBron takes to make it look like LeBron is a. I don't even know if you call him a good or decent. He's still below what the league average is as far as them taking so many threes and this being a shooter's era. So I think Pippen could get you 27 points per game in a no-touch era. I mean, it'll be easy for him. And the 7 rebounds, that's easy for him. We already know he can get the rebounds. The assists, that would be easy for him too. If he played in the LeBron era, he could get the 27, 7 and 7. That's nothing for him. Okay, he's just coming down the lane, doing layups and dunks. And truthfully, Pippen, he wasn't a great shooter, but I think he was a better shooter than LeBron. He could shoot a bit better mid range than LeBron. He's got better moves than LeBron on the court overall. So let's get into this. And this is shameful right here. And I don't want people to be like, oh, this speaks to how much help Jordan really had. No, it speaks to how sorry LeBron really is because Jordan put on the show in his first 2 finals. So Pippen ain't even came close to carrying Jordan in any finals. I'm trying to tell you, any finals. I mean, all the finals that Jordan played was historic, except for 96. That's the only finals. In that season, he had a historic season in a historic playoff. So he did kind of bring it down in the finals, but he wasn't, no finals, he was carried by Pippen or even close. So finals averages, first 2 finals, LeBron versus Pippen. Pippen, points per game, 20.8, LeBron 19.5. This is supposed to be rebounds per game. LeBron 7.1, Pippen 8.4. So LeBron did have a super team in the second finals. Assists per game, LeBron 6.8, Pippen 7.1. Steals per game, Pippen 1.9, LeBron 1.3. Blocks per game, 0.8 for Pippen, 0.5 for LeBron. Turnovers per game, LeBron 4.9, 3.9 for Pippen. 3-point percentage, a little bit misleading because, like I said, Pippen, he probably going to average less than 2 a game or something like that. He's just not going to put up a lot of threes, but 21%, LeBron 25%, and this guy was launching away. If you go back to the 2007 finals, you would think this dude was Steph Curry. This guy, I got that video and dig it up, and you're going to see why they lost those finals. This guy was averaging like 7 threes a game and shooting like 21%. It's like, and like I said, no wonder you can't coach this guy because he just does what he wants to do. And if he's not good at something, he's going to keep doing it. He doesn't care. He don't take no for an answer. That's why they call him the chosen one, because he can do whatever he wants to do. I call him a big deceiver. That's why I call him. So free throw percentage, Pippen 82, LeBron 61. Boy, left a lot of points on the court right there. 61%. Wow. That's, if Pippen is shooting better than you at the free throw line, that's horrible because Pippen's not a good free throw shooter. In championships, Pippen 2, LeBron 0 in the first 2 finals. At best, LeBron is a sidekick in the 90s. And you got to think. This guy went to the finals on the second one with a super team, you think if this guy had never built a super team, would he even get to the finals again? And if he got to, well, he got 2007. He probably would because the East just keeps getting weaker and weaker. But he gets to the finals again and again. He just gets blowed out. Not because so much his competition is better. It's because he keeps melting down. That's why he keeps losing. And he needs all this help to lose or win. But, that's the sad part about it. When you lose with all this help, and then you say, "Oh, the other team was better." Like, what? What are you talking about? Curry and then what? Like, I'm not buying it, man. I'm not buying it. Just like when he beat the 2016 Warriors, he's a better player that we're told than Curry, and Kyrie is better than Clay. So, what team was? How did he beat the greatest team of all time? That's not that's not even close to the greatest team of all time. Like I said in the past, it's the '80s Lakers, Magic, top five player of all time, Kareem top five, and then you got top 75 Worthy. That's the greatest team of all time. And we don't have to go by just records or championships. We could just go by their ranking of all time. That's the greatest team of all time. So tell me what you think.